It's August 25th, 2020. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm going to show you how to load the Open CPN chart plotter software onto a Raspberry Pi. This is the follow-up video to the video I made a couple of months ago about how to assemble a Raspberry Pi with a 7-inch touchscreen to use as a standalone chart plotter for your boat. So today we'll talk about exactly how to load the software onto the Raspberry Pi. So let's get going. Now once you have your Pi started like this, you're going to need a couple of things in order to load Open CPN onto the computer. First, you're going to have an internet connection, and I'm connected via Wi-Fi to my home internet connection here. And the second thing you're going to need is a keyboard so that you can type commands in, and it's also handy to have a mouse so that you can select things on the screen. Okay, in order to do this, what we need to do is go to the Open CPN website, which is opencpn.org. And to do that on the Raspberry Pi, we're going to have to start up the web browser and go to that address on the internet. Now, Raspberry Pis come with a variant of Google Chrome, just called Chrome browser. And right up here on the top of the screen on the left-hand side, they have a little symbol, blue symbol you can click, and that'll start up the web browser. Now I can go in and type the address for the Open CPN website. And that is opencpn.org. And there it is. Loads up very quickly. Now we're going to click Downloads, and that takes us to this page, and we want to go to Open CPN Latest Release and click Current Version. Now we'll scroll down. This is where the mouse comes in handy, to where it says Raspberry Pi, and we'll click Open CPN Installation Raspberry Pi. And this opens up a window with all of the instructions detailed for how to load Open CPN on your Raspberry Pi. So far so good. We go down here, and we're going to have to follow these instructions. Now, in order to type these commands in, we're going to have to go into terminal mode, which you can get to two ways. You can go up here to the Raspberry symbol in the upper left hand corner of the screen and click that, and go to Accessories and then go down to Terminal, or you can go up here and just click on the little black square, which is the symbol for terminal. Either one will work. And there's the terminal. Okay, our first command is sudo space nano space slash, and you have to get that space after nano, etc slash apt slash sources dot list. And there we go. Okay, so what we want to do now is go to the end of this. This is a little text editor, and we want to type in the next command at this point. And in the instructions, it gives you a choice for two different versions of the Raspbian software. Well, I'm using Raspberry Pi OS, which is the most current version. So what I'm going to do is type in the command for the most current version listed, which is Raspbian Buster. And here we go with that command. It is deb space http //ppa dot Launchpad. And try not to make any typos or you'll have to do this all again. Open CPN / Open CPN again and Ubuntu / now we want a space and Bionic space main. Now that we've done that, we want to press Control X to save that. And now we're ready to go to the next step, which is sudo space apt space install dir mngr and hit return. Okay, that should have worked. So the next command is sudo space apt -key space adv space -- key server dot ubuntu .com space -recv -keys C, and this looks like a capital C, 865 EB40. And there we go. Now we will sudo apt-get update. And when this finally gets back to the terminal, there we go. Now at this point we can type sudo apt-get install Open CPN. And I believe we're done. Okay, now that we've loaded Open CPN and closed the terminal, we can look at the program. And to do that, we go up here and click on the Raspberry in the upper left corner of the screen. And Open CPN is always in this education package. And you can just click on it here, or if you want, you can drag it to the desktop and leave it there. It'll still be in the education subfile. If we look again, there it is. So we can start it just by clicking it here, double click it, and it will start. And there it is. Open CPN is ready to go. All of your options are over here. If you point at them, it'll tell you what they are. And down here you've got a menu you can open to adjust various aspects of your navigation. But at this point you can see we have no charts. And can drag it over to where I am right here on the coast of Maine is more or less in the center of the field of view. So the next step is to load some charts. And I'm going to do a separate video on that. So I'll just summarize what we had to do to load Open CPN on the Raspberry Pi. Basically, you go to opencpn.org, click on Downloads, click on Raspberry Pi, and follow the instructions. If you've got a new build of the operating system, use the Raspbian Buster instruction line since it's the most up-to-date version of the operating system that Open CPN is set up for. The only trick is to make sure that you type in everything exactly as it is shown, with all of the spaces and everything. Because if you leave out a space, the command won't be correct and it won't work. And it can be kind of frustrating. But other than that, it's very simple to download and get running on your Raspberry Pi. So there is Open CPN on my Raspberry Pi. So the next video on this topic will be on how to download charts. And I'm going to do it specifically for people in the United States because that's where I am and that's where I have experience with downloading the charts. So I'll show you exactly how to go about doing it. Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. Thanks again for watching.